Horizonte for this featherweight fight. Rony Jason, 4 years the elder of Godofredo Pepey. Pepey will have a significant 5.5-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard will be the referee for this historic first ever.
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules. I've been over in the dressing room. Keep yourself protected at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. When I say stop, stop. Toque a luvas.
Ultimate Fighter Brazil final. Godofredo Pepey. Rony Jason. The winner earns the UFC contract. Here we go. Godofredo Pepey in the red trunks. Rony Jason in the black trunks. The top pick of Team Vanderlei, the only Team Vanderlei member to really advance deep into the competition.
Well, he has the same tattoo as Vanderlei does on the left side of his chest.
And he caught Pepey with a right hand there. 9 first-round finishes for Jason, Joe, and he predicts a first-round finish. Pepey thinks otherwise, obviously.
Pepey is a multiple-time jiu-jitsu champion, Brazilian champion, Pan American champion, a very high-level black belt competitor.
Both of these men highly decorated during their grappling careers.
Wow, they're swinging for it.
Both men early on trying to establish some dominance, looking for the spinning back fist was Pepey. Jason saw it coming.
Pepey's going for it.
Man, he is really pushing forward early.
Wildly aggressive.
Pepey started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at age 14. He
pulls guard.
Fighting by his brother.
He pulled guard. Now look out for his triangle, folks. As we talked about before, he has an outstanding triangle, a very offensive guard. It's rare that you see a guy drag a fighter on top of him to the ground. And that just shows you how good he is.
Won 2 of his 3 fights in the house by submission, as we mentioned. Jason and Pepey, both black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
He's turning towards a Kimura on the right arm of Rony Jason. And Jason is burying it deep inside of his crotch. He can grab a hold of his own shorts to defend himself. You cannot grab your opponent's shorts, but you can grab your own to defend against things like arm bars or Kimuras.
Jason started training in Jiu-Jitsu, he said, because he was a fan of the Gracies. The legendary Hoist Gracie.
This is very close to a bad situation for Rony Jason here. If his hands get separated at all, Godofredo Pepey is going to yank that arm up and around the back of his head.
And you can see him holding those hands together from the view right here, Joe.
Yeah, he's got his hands clasped together, and this is a sort of a patience and waiting game right now. And he can't let it go.
And that was the question I was going to ask you. How diligently does Pepey go after it early in the fight?
Well, it's a question of, you know, whether or not you want to burn your arms out.
Right. To the body goes Jason.
Now Pepey is going to try to use that overhook that he has on the left arm of Rony Jason and lock that down. Now he let it go completely. He's saying back of the head, but I don't believe that was the back of the head. I believe that was around the ear, wasn't it?
It may have been a warning from Mark Goddard to watch the back of the head. But Pepey stopped and Rony Jason looked up.
Just standing him up.
Just standing him up. Godofredo Pepey and Rony Jason. The winner becomes the Ultimate Fighter. So Pepey pulled guard, and Mark Goddard stands him up. Pepey was swinging wildly earlier in this round.
Rony Jason seems a bit more reserved than Pepey. Pepey being a lot more aggressive.
Jason slightly more experienced with a flying knee. Caught him,
and he pulled guard again. Look at this.
Jason connects with the flying knee, though. And a big slam. looking for the ground and pound.
If Pepey wants to pull guard, he's got to be offensive with this guard. He's got to attack and attack quickly. He can't just plan on setting things up and laying on his guard and hoping an opening comes up. If he wants to pull guard, he's got to make something happen once he hits the ground.
He got slammed hard by Rony Jason.
Well, he's holding the overhook on the left arm. And I suspect one of his legs will try to come up, but no, he let it go again.
Watch those elbows. He's able to come from the side with those elbows, Joe, but not directly into the head of his opponent.
He was turning for an armbar there, and Rony Jason recognized it and centered him up.
Final seconds of round one. Pepey pulling guard not once, but twice.
Yeah, and that, you know, it's kind of a difficult round to score because of that.
The big flying knee landed by Rony Jason. And man, Joe, Jason was really overcome with emotion as he entered the octagon here tonight, hoping to leave as the Ultimate Fighter. This by far the biggest fight of his mixed martial arts career.
Breathe on some water. In the ground and pound, you need to be more aggressive. It's your time. And you gotta keep feinting and he's gonna get lost. Got it? Do what I'm telling you. Dominate the arm and lay the elbow on his face.
And there's a flying knee attempt. And there's a right hand. Here's a big slam by Rony Jason that probably took some of the wind out of Godofredo Pepey.
Round two. The finals of the featherweight division and the first ever Ultimate Fighter Brazil. Inside leg kick by Pepey. He's in the red trunks. He was a member of Team Vitor for the better half of the season. Rony Jason, the top pick of Vanderlei Silva, who will fight later tonight against Rich Ace Franklin in our main event of the evening.
Now, I would say that first round was very difficult to score, Mike. And someone has got to establish or attempt to establish some type of control in the second here.
Rony Jason in 2006 lost a split decision to Renan Barão. And considering the fact that Renan Barão is going to fight for the interim UFC title against Uriah Faber, that says something about the talents of Rony Jason. Looking to change levels here is Jason, who was very overcome with emotion during his walk-in tonight. Left hand connected. And he swings for the fences. Really comes out wide and throws that hook. Interesting to see if Rony Jason tries to step in when he wheels for that kick. That big windup throw straight right down the pipe. Big swing now by Jason.
Pulls guard again.
That's the third time.
Yeah, but the problem is when he's doing this, it's not like he's pulling guard and immediately whipping his hips up for a triangle or an armbar. He's sort of hanging on here.
The first time he looked for the Kimura a little bit more aggressively, didn't he?
Yes. But even then, I mean, it's not like you really went for it.
Right.
You tried to yank that arm out.
And the second time when he pulled guard, he ended up getting slammed to the mat by his opponent.
Yeah, like right there, arm to the mat, trapped. Let me tell you something. If that's Paul Sass, a triangle's thrown up right there, and someone's getting caught.
Last warning. Last warning.
He looked for it. Jason's up, hammer fist. Rony Jason back to his feet. Godofredo Pepey still on his back. And now they're both up. Just past the midway point of this fight. One man will leave as the Ultimate Fighter. Let's see who engages next. Pepey comes forward. Oh!
Big right hand by Rony Jason and a left hand behind it, and Pepey's calling him in.
Yeah, they're swinging for the fences again. Both men with those big windups on the hook. I just think of a compact rampage hook when I see these guys swinging from way outside. All the power coming from the hips. Again, lead left hook connects by Jason. Switching his stance. Nice kick. And it looked like Godofredo Pepey was trying to set up a spinning kick. Significant strikes landed thus far in this fight. Advantage Rony Jason. A minute on the clock here in the second round. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. The lead left hook again. There's the jab. He wanted to spin again, Joe. He was looking to set it up.
Yeah, he telegraphed that, and Rony stepped in immediately.
Closing the distance on the spinning kick or the spinning back fist, a great way to counter that maneuver.
Rony's being very conservative, though, Mike. It really seems to be laying back quite a bit.
Is he scoring enough, do you think?
He just tagged him right there.
Right, he had the left hook earlier.
It's just seeing him fight in the house, I'm a bit surprised that he's not more aggressive. It could be the magnitude of the event.
Well, we saw how overwhelmed he was with emotion early, and there's that lead left hook again.
It also could be the respect of his opponent, Godofredo Pepey.
Right.
Try to wheel kick.
And a smile on the face of Rony Jason as the round comes to an end. We'll go to the corner of Godofredo Pepey.
Come on, sit down. How are you feeling? You've got to win this third round. Got it? You got to win this third round. It's yours. It's yours. You got to use your head and you got to win this third round. This fight is yours. You know what to do. You know what you got to do.
Let's take a look at the replay. And you see Pepey running in and catches a big right hand. These guys are swinging wild, man. You want to talk about some wild punching. And there's a right hand by Rony Jason, caught him. And a left hand clipped him as well. And Godofredo Pepey was warned by referee Mark Goddard in between rounds. He said, if you keep hitting him in the back of the head, I'm going to take a point away.
It's those straight elbows we were talking about, too.
And at that point, you know, if that 1 point, if he did take away, would be devastating, because this is a very close fight.
Scheduled for 3 rounds. It is the Ultimate Fighter Brazil final. So if by chance this fight would end in a draw after 3 rounds, we will have a 4th round sudden victory.
Good
so that
body
we
kick.
can determine a winner tonight.
Good body kick there by Pepey.
Go! Big right hand! There's the counter to the wild swinging of Godofredo Pepey.
That was the most significant strike of the fight.
We alluded to it earlier with that straight right on the counter. And a big punch landed by Rony Jason.
Well,
so we could have a sudden victory.
Pepey's got to be thinking here that he's losing this round. And if he's losing this round, he may very well be losing this fight, because it's a very close and difficult to score event, especially considering the times he pulled guard that first round. I bet a lot of people would have given that round to Rony Jason simply because he's on top. Not saying that's right.
Pepey has thrown more strikes, but Jason has landed more significant strikes. Pepey has had the big windup, but he hasn't connected as frequently as Rony Jason has. One man will leave in the same fashion as Diego Sanchez did years ago as the first ever Ultimate Fighter. This time it will be of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. Oh!
Yeah,
left hand.
Jason is looking for those counters to counter those wild swings of Godofredo Pepey like he did earlier in this round.
Well, we talked about it earlier, Joe. That straight right when you get your opponent off balance.
But he's
winging it too,
crazy
though.
shots as well. He got clipped and low. Ooh.
240 in what could be the third and final round.
Let's take a look at that replay. It was a glancing shot to the cup. Yep.
Nasty nonetheless.
Yeah, a lot of these fighters, they have to embrace some of the newer cup technology. The Diamond MMA cups with the compressor shorts. It makes a big difference, as does the Thai steel cup that you tie in. A lot of guys don't like it because it's uncomfortable, but it makes a big difference in getting kicked. The Diamond MMA shorts are more comfortable than the Thai cup, but Thai cup's, you know, the steel thing that you tie, but it goes up your butt like a G-string, unfortunately. But it does work.
The knee, but he catches the leg, does Godofredo Pepey.
Pepey trying to get that
hard for his
takedown.
takedown. He hasn't had top position at all, Joe. He's just pulled guard. Pepey has pulled guard 3 times. And look for it a 4th time.
He's got to, you know, he's pulling guard like that. Like I said, he's got to do it really offensively. This isn't a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yep, 2 minutes left. Sudden victory would be in effect if we have a draw after the 3 rounds.
If I had to guess, though, I would say this fight is going to Rony Jason. I think he's winning this 3rd round. He's clearly scored the most significant strike of the fight in this round. And I think that guard pulling is working against Godofredo Pepey. You know, if he was pulling guard and attacking off of his back, that would be one thing, but he's pulling guard and holding on.
The only time he almost was able to turn it offensive was the first time, and since then, nothing's happened. In fact, like I said before, Joe, he ate the slam on his 2nd attempt to pull guard. So we'll see what he tries to do here in the last minute or so. I know one thing, they're both going to swing wildly and look for a highlight reel knockout. Under a minute on the clock, and there you see it.
Just like you called it. Oh man, he got tagged low again. This time, dead on it. That was a much worse one.
Godofredo Pepey not only apologizing to his opponent, but begging Mark Goddard not to take a point.
Yeah, I just looked at that again. Let's see that replay because that was gross. You know, a lot of these guys, they wear just your regular cup with a jock strap, and it's just not good enough for MMA, folks. Why? I'll tell you why. Because of that. That was a weird angle. But I'd like to see that again at another angle, because that almost looked like it didn't hit it there. I'm sure it did.
But you've talked about it before, Joe. The glancing blow can pull the protection in the wrong direction and cause even more pain at times.
That's a cute way of putting it.
Yeah, I say it differently than you do often.
Yeah, I would say slam the cup into the sack.
I know you would. You just did.
Yeah, that's weird, man. It barely grazed it there.
I tend to have a softer approach.
Yeah. Well, that's why we compliment each other.
Correct.
Yeah, see, it just sort of towed him. And I'm sure they're already bruised and tender. And just to let people know, I don't have any business interest with Diamond MMA. I've brought them up before because it's a great product. I use it. People should look into it. They're very tight compression shorts with a cup, and it makes a big difference. There's videos of the guy who made it, invented it, getting kicked full on.
I don't think I want to watch those.
Well, he's okay, so it doesn't bother you as much.
The spin to the midsection. Pepey needs to go on an all-out sprint here in the final 30 seconds.
Still going for that inside leg kick, which is kind of crazy after.
Yeah, because he could. The next one could be a deduction of a point, but it's very late in the fight.
Well, if he
in a very close fight.
If he lost a point, surely he's losing this fight. Yeah. I think he's losing at this point right now.
And Goddard did not. He gave him the warning. Final 10 seconds of this first ever Ultimate Fighter Brazil final. Jason and Pepey.
Pepey with double underhooks, trying to take it to the ground. Look at that.
They go the distance.
Wow, look at that. Why? Wow.
I have no idea. They were aggressive. Not in the land of football.
He's gonna soccer kick it. He's gonna try it again.
We just found out why he's a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, he threw it. Well, what if
Pele would be embarrassed by that
attempt? Go to a fourth round now.
Good point. He just threw his mouthpiece away. That's probably what Stitch is telling him.
Yeah, whoever's.
There's the big right hand.
That's beautiful. They're making up now. And there's that right hand counter. They're both in the center of the octagon now, making up, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a beautiful thing to see. They're hugging. And there's a nice right hand by Rony Jason.
Valeu, galera de BH! Obrigado!
Waiting to see if indeed we have a decision. It certainly appears so. Godofredo Pepey and Rony Jason go the distance in the featherweight Ultimate Fighter Brazil finals. And a good thing, because Rony Jason's mouthpiece is about 40 rows into the fans here. As the top pick of Vanderlei Silva won the competition at 145. Or does Pepey remain unbeaten in his MMA career and walk away with the honor of becoming the Ultimate Fighter? Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. And now, the Ultimate Fighter Brazil featherweight winner, Rony Jason Mariano.
A dream come true for Rony Jason. He is the Ultimate Fighter.
All right, Rony Jason, congratulations. You are the Ultimate Fighter winner, Brazil. Here is the trophy. And you win the 6-figure contract with the UFC.
Dana White makes the announcement official.
My dad's done.
Rony, this is a huge honor. You will now go down in history as the first ever UFC Ultimate Fighter champion from Brazil.
Essa aqui é uma grande honra para você. Você vai entrar na história agora como o primeiro vencedor do TUF Brasil.
Eu fico muito feliz. Agradecer primeiramente a Deus, a toda a minha família, a galera de Quixadá, a galera de Mossoró, a galera do Rio de Janeiro, essa galera maravilhosa de BH que me deu todo o carinho possível que eu precisei. Obrigado.
I'm very pleased, I'm very thankful. I'd like to thank everyone from my hometowns, and I'd also like to thank all the crowd here tonight.
Rony, you were obviously very emotional when you came into the octagon today. Tell us what this means to you, to have this huge honor, to have all your hard work, to have achieved such an incredible thing.
Você, quando entrou, estava muito emocionado. Conte pra gente como é que é essa sensação de estar aqui, ter conseguido, através do seu trabalho, estar aqui e vencer.
Eu fico muito feliz, ninguém sabe a dificuldade que eu passei. Já passei fome, morei no tatame. Agradecer aos meus 2 filhos, estão aqui, minha equipe Tinogueira, que é uma família pra mim. Então, não tenho. Eu esqueço tudo na hora dessa. E obrigado, isso aqui é um sonho meu, mas é um sonho de cada um de vocês. Sonhem, acorde e realize, não fique dormindo, galera. Hoje eu tô aqui, eu espero que ninguém me acorde.
It's a great honor for me. I've felt hunger many times and I've slept without being at a home, but I'm very honored to be here.
Congratulations, sir. You are the very first Ultimate Fighter winner of Ultimate Fighter Brazil, Rony Jason Mariano.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.